Macome, you have me Bazodi, any more shots, give me Malcady. Macome, you have me Bazodi, any more shots, give me Malcady. Just because me blouse ain't longer, me pants and drapes and with the waist by me shoulders. You wait until I went out on a X, last evening and you bring your saga in me house romancing. Fan me saga boys, fan me. I say the fan me saga boys, fan me. Long live our gracious king, but I kiss me saga boy Christmas morning. Hook, line and sinker, he came in and she come on. Wake up Mr. Clark. You said I'm wrong, but you do not know. Don't blame the neighbors, but they didn't tell me so. I had my idea and decided to lay me trap, made me attack, and lay wait in the back. I heard a knocking, I saw him entering, the lights went low. I heard a whispering, there was no earthquake, but the place was shaking. You then light the lamp and you began singing this fan me saga boy. I said the fan me saga boys, fan me. Long live our gracious king, but I kiss me saga boy Christmas morning. And fish is foul, then foul is fish. A hole near the bed, in the partition, is where again my observation. He locked your neck and you're made to grasp a foot. He kissed you in your eyes and you gave up the ghost. He locked your neck a second time again, made you content. Promised him a fighter plane. In the heat of the battle made a right about. He mashed your corns and you were darn well knocked out. Fan me saga boy, fan me. I said a fan me saga boy, fan me. Long live our gracious king, but I kiss me saga boy Christmas morning. La da da, la da da, la da da. I also saw, though you say I lie, when you hear the facts, sure you can't deny. Same whole truish again observation. I even noticed some naval actions, because I saw him with his destroyer, while you were getting ready with your minesweeper. He shot a torpedo at your ship and missed, but dropped his bombs in your captain's office. Fan me saga boy, hook, line and sing. Fan me saga boy, don't stop at all. Long live our gracious king, but I kiss me saga boy Christmas morning. If you want to be happy living a king's life, never make a pretty woman your wife. If you want to be happy living a king's life, never make a pretty woman your wife. All you got to do is just what I say, and then you will be jolly, merry and gay. Therefore, from a logical point of view, always marry a woman uglier than you. Pretty woman make her husband look small, and very often causes downfall. As soon as she married there and then she start to do the things that would ache his heart. And when you think that she's belonging to you, she's calling somebody else to do. Therefore, from a logical point of view, always marry a woman uglier than you. An ugly woman give you your meals on time and try to make you comfortable in mind. At nights when you lie in your cozy bed, she will coax, caress you and scratch your head, and not a minute in the night she will leave you alone. It seems she wants to melt the fat from your bones. Therefore, from a logical point of view, always marry a woman uglier than you. But if you make an ugly woman your wife, you can be sure you'll be happy in all your life. She will never do things in a funny way to allow the neighbors have anything to say. She wouldn't disregard her husband at all by exhibiting herself to Peter and Paul. Therefore, from a logical point of view, always marry a woman uglier than you.
Mother's not your friend, say that you have no taste. Marry an ugly woman about this place. One who is cute, looking barbarous and rough, with a skin as alligator, bumpy and tough. Crow's feet, her mouth fall into her eyes. Around her lips a confirmation bow tie. Therefore, from a logical point of view, it's best to marry a woman uglier than you. Let us put men and women together to find out which one is smarter. Some say men, but I say no. Women got the men like lavabo.
Not me. It's the people that say that the men are leading the women astray. But I say that the women of today smarter than men in every way.
Ever since the world began, woman was always fooling man. And if you listen to Macbeth attentively, I'm going to show you how the women smarter than we.
Not me. It's the people that say that the men are leading the women astray. But I say that the women of today smarter than men in every way.
Samson was the strongest man long ago. No one could have beaten him, as we all know. And when he clashed with the woman on top the bed, she found out that the strength was in the hair of his head.
Not me. It's the people that say that the men are leading the women astray. But I say that the women of today smarter than men in every way.
I was treating a girl up at Separee, and listen how she used up she brains on me. I was giving her my money all the time, and she was giving me shots with a friend of mine.
Not me. It's the people that say that the men are leading the women astray. But I say that the women of today smarter than men in every way.
If you capture a girl with a pretty dance, by taking her home you feel you got the chance. And when you take her home thinking she's alone, you open the door to find her next man home.
Not me. It's the people that say that the men are leading the women astray. But I say that the women of today smarter than men in every way.
Now listen how the woman will try to do when they know they get everything for you. They mean to tie their head and long their face and wait until you come to cry out headache.
Not me. It's the people that say that the men are leading the women astray. But I say that the women of today smarter than men in every way.
I was supporting a woman independently, and she promised to make a baby for me. And when the baby born and I went to see, the eyes was blue, it was a Portuguese.
Not me. It's the people that say that the men are leading the women astray. But I say that the women of today smarter than men in every way.
Hold him, Joe, hold him, Joe, hold him, Joe, but don't let him go. Hold him, Joe, I said hold him, Joe, but don't let him go. Me donkey want water,
Hold him, Joe.
you better hide your daughter.
Hold him,
When
Joe.
me donkey want water,
Hold him, Joe.
he went round the corner.
Hold him, Joe.
When he's on a journey, he just goes straight. You can bet your life he's a heavyweight. This donkey of mine, he don't like no weight. When you put him in the cart, he never walk it. When he want his water,
Hold him,
when
Joe.
me donkey want water,
Hold him,
you
Joe.
better hide your daughter.
Hold him,
Oh, when
Joe.
me donkey want water.
Hold him, Joe.
pulling fences through jealousy. They want to take me donkey from me. They want to put my donkey in kung fu fight just because they know my donkey can fight when he want his water.
Hold him, Joe.
Me donkey want water.
Hold him, Joe.
You better hide your daughter.
Hold him, Joe.
When me donkey want water.
Hold him, Joe.
Some people say that my donkey bad because he came from Trinidad. This donkey of mine, he wouldn't walk at all he does is break the boards out his stall when he want his water.
Hold him, Joe.
You better hide your daughter.
Hold him,
when
Joe.
me donkey want water.
Hold him, Joe.
Oh, me donkey is thirsty.
Hold him, Joe.
Me donkey want water.
Hold him, Joe.
Me donkey want water.
Hold him,
oh,
Joe.
yes, me donkey is thirsty.
Hold him, Joe.
Me donkey want water.
Hold him, Joe.
You better hide your daughter.
I took my chick down to Rockaway, last summer on a holiday. I went Gerald Clark Orchestra started to play. You can imagine how the girl start to break away. She said, Lord Invader, hold me tight, chunks. Squeeze me with all your might. I don't care if they tell my mama how I went romancing with Lord Invader. I'll never forget that afternoon when I held her hand and started to croon. She gazed at me and started to cry as she had that strange look in her eye. She said, Lord Invader, hold me tight, man. Squeeze me with all your might. I don't care if they tell my mama how I went romancing with Lord Invader. I saw a man looking at us over his shoulder. She said, Invader, this is my neighbor. I answered, darling, you know them well. She said, I doesn't care if we go and tell. She said, Lord Invader, hold me tight. Squeeze me with all your might. I don't care if they tell my mama how I went romancing with Lord Invader. Was a real fine chick from good family. I treated her with the essence of courtesy. She said, I love you truly and so why should I care if the whole world knows? She said, Lord Invader, hold me tight. Squeeze me with all your might. I don't care if they tell my mama how I went romancing with Lord Invader. It was low, we lie down on the sand, listening to Gerald Clark and his band. She gazed at me loving and tenderly, while I live in contemplative ecstasy. She said, Lord Invader, hold me tight, man, squeeze me with all your might. I don't care if they tell my mama how I went romancing with Lord Invader. Myself and my chick was eating bread. She took a comb and started to scratch my head. Me and my chick was once eating bread. She took a comb and started to scratch my head. In a romantic way, she then held me tight, held on to my top lip and give me a bite. I asked her, darling, why you bit me? She said, you fool, you don't need glasses to see.
I then asked her the reason why. She gazed into my eyes and began to cry, and she started to roll all over instead. I saw her eyes was getting so red, and like a rustler, she had me in a clinch. Kiss me on my cheek and give me a pinch. I asked her, baby, why you pinch me? She said, you fool, you don't need glasses to see. I lie down on the bed, very cool and calm. She took her head and placed it on my right arm. And she told me in bed, Jerry, honey, you know I love you sincerely. Yes, I was getting on as though I didn't care. She took a feather and started tickling my hair. I asked her, baby, why you tickle me? She said, you fool, you don't need glasses to see. She then got up and turned off the light. She said, invader, there's trouble in here tonight. She locked the door and she hit the key. She said, honey, you know you're torturing me. I made a move to go. She said, not a foot. She grabbed me in my collar and gave me a boot. I asked her, baby, why you butting me? She said, you fool, you don't need glasses to see.
Coffee, coffee, brandy and wine makes your cold disappear in no time. Then you dance and then you sing. You had a little sin, you've done everything. Coffee mocha, it's so popular all over. Both America's mocha mocha and Java Java, from New York and right back to Zanzibar. Little senoritas by the score gather around and they ask for more. When they get it, they're satisfied, for it does something to them inside. Coffee mocha, it's so popular all over. Both America's mocha mocha and Java Java, from New York and right back to Zanzibar. To Americans with cream it is a treat. The Turks like it thick and sweet. All over the world there's a mighty throng, shouting and singing the coffee song. Coffee mocha, it's so popular all over. Both America's mocha mocha and Java Java, from New York and right back to Zanzibar. From Brazil to Uruguay, in fact all over the USA. Early in the morning as you pass along, you can hear the people with this emo song. Coffee mocha, it's so popular all over. Both America's Java Java and mocha mocha, from New York and right back to Zanzibar. Every Negro mourn, Professor Carver is dead and gone. Mourn, every Negro mourn, Professor Carver is dead and gone. The deeds of great men naught can efface. He was an ornament to his race, for although born in adversity, he became the wizard of biology. His birth was humble and was obscure, even as to its true date he was not sure. For in those days there was no registration of the humble Negro population. Denied parental care and tuition, he still acquired a fine education and lived on to be subsequently the greatest authority on biology. His achievement is an indication of the Negro's further step in evolution, rising from total obscurity to the heights of intellectual sublimity. His transcendental merit entitles his name, being emblazoned on the highest pinnacle of fame. His glory will be consummated if by our children his life be emulated. With the Aristotelian philosophy, with Einstein's theory of relativity, Augustine's exposition on theology, and Newton's thesis on gravity, in fact with every great discovery, must be ranked his researches in biology. We bow in reverent appreciation to this illustrious Afro-American.